I'm so excited. I haven't played a thing all day because I was so busy working on American Evil. I'm doing the final fight now. I think there's like some post final battle things I want to do, but yeah, I do think we're nearing the point where we're almost done with it. I'll have to edit it and stuff like that over the next several months, but uh, yeah, I'm almost done with it. I hope it's good. Okay. But yeah, I had to miss out on like a whole night's worth of streaming because I was working on it. Didn't do anything. I just had those like Max Fleischer Superman cartoons playing in the background while I was writing this thing. Yeah, we really are gonna have to grind if we're getting like wrecked by some randos. Dude, 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 dude. I wish I got to play this more, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna play next week. It's gonna be Monkey Ball and it's gonna be Luigi's Mansion 2, but I really don't want to be distracted from this, so I think I'll play those a little bit and then just go right back to this. I'm so anxious to play Final Fantasy 4. Uh, hmm. Alright, we're just gonna keep doing this over and over again until we can wreck these guys easily. Yeah, I think I might have found a Nintendo Direct take that's worse than Angry Joe's. Ah, I found Mike Matei's. If you can believe that. Mike Matei's, who usually doesn't react to Nintendo Directs, made a worse Nintendo Direct reaction than Angry Joe did. Which is like kind of shocking to think about, but I swear it's real. I don't know, man. These like NES obsessed punks are just the absolute worst. Like, oh, Zelda used to be cool and badass when we were kids. Like, it's like how people obsess over Star Wars and how like the prequels ruin their childhood. Like, no, come on. Like, Star Wars is always goofy. Like, it was always for kids. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like you see that a lot with Zelda fans, but there are definitely like a whole contingent of like man children who do that. It's really weird seeing people like rally against Zelda right now, like complaining about the art style when like Wind Waker is a well-known thing. Like Matei is a fan of Wind Waker, so I'm kind of surprised that he would like speak out so hardcore about the art style. Like, come on, it's a joke. It really is a joke. And then he tried to say that like everything else other than Prime 4 was garbage, which is like a load of crap. Brothership looks great. Like I'm just, I don't know. I'm very frustrated with people like that. Yeah, it's like the two things that I can't stand, like complaining about modern Nintendo games and hating on the anime aesthetic. I cannot stand that. I don't know, man. He's a fan of classic JRPGs, which have anime aesthetics, like '90s anime aesthetics, but they're still anime. Like it's so obnoxious. I cannot stand it. I can't stand it. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I should be experimenting with my playstyle more. I don't know. Like, I don't want to switch the classes before they're, like, leveled up all the way. Like, what's the point? Like, if you're gonna switch classes... Yeah, I feel like when you really, like, know how this game works, you can really exploit it. I kind of already feel that way with, like, abusing time magic and stuff like that, but I imagine there's a lot worse stuff you can do. So... I don't know, I do think the combat system is really good in this, because it's so flexible. Like, Final Fantasy VI, you're kind of railroaded in what you can do. Because, like, you have to have certain characters, and you only have access to certain spells. This, you can, like, have a lot of stuff, like, right from the get-go. That's really interesting to me. You don't have everything, obviously, but it's, like, it feels pretty open-ended. I can see why it's so popular. I think gameplay-wise, this is probably one of the better Final Fantasies. Now, like, purely gameplay-wise is kind of my, my thing. Like, I don't think the story is interesting, and I just don't... I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I think it has a lot of padding, and I think that brings it down a lot. I know there's a lot of Japanese fans who, like, think this is the best FF. Of, like, old-school pre-Final Fantasy FF. But, like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a shit taste thing, or just, like, an actual base station. I don't know. I don't know, man. It feels like back then, like, discussion of games was a lot more nuanced. And people would actually have, like, real conversations. As opposed to today, where, like, you're just supposed to blindly worship, like, whatever comes out. Like, it's weird to me to see people still get, like, excited over Final Fantasy 16 coming to PC. Like, who cares? The game was a bomb. Get over it. I don't... I've been seeing that a lot. Like, a lot of people like to pretend that the reason 16 did not do well was because it wasn't a multiplat. When really that has, like, nothing to do with it. Because, like, 7 wasn't a multiplat. Like, none of them were multiplats until, like, 13. And that, like, that's the beginning of the end of the franchise. Right? The issue is that, like, the franchise lost its identity, and Square Enix had, like, doesn't have the talent to really to make it a big name again. Like, it should absolutely be like the premier JRPG franchise the world over, but it's just not. I don't know, man. Like, these days, people are just, like, playing, like, older, like, niche Square Enix, Squaresoft games. Stuff like, Star Ocean and Romancing Saga, and, like, the list goes on and on, really. Like, the Mana games, they're coming out with a new one of that. Like, again, it has nothing to do with, like, the console exclusivity. It's purely because the games aren't good anymore. I mean, the fact that I can play this came out in, like, what, like 92 or something? Like, the fact that I'm still playing it now, like, says a lot about its quality, I think. But why do I keep hitting him? Why am I not, like, using the cure spell? Like, that's what I was having to do. I guess he ran out of MP and just stopped doing it. Yeah. The Ranger can't take a hit. Like, I don't understand why, like, the Dragoon and the Berserker can, but, like, the Ranger just gets wrecked. Is he in the back row? I have no idea. I don't know. If I'm just gonna only use, like, cure spells, maybe I should just switch back to White Mage. Up, yeah, yeah, yeah. MP, HP. Yeah, if all I'm doing is like cure spells, I should probably just keep on the white mage. It seems kind of boring, but black magic. Like, what's the point of having a red mage? Like, you're better off just having a specialty mage, I think. Like, why have a red mage that just half-asses what like a white or a black mage can do better? It's just don't even bother with. I don't even bother with blue mages, but I think blue mages are busted if you know like where to get the moves, but I don't. So I don't know. I've never liked the concept of blue mages in general. So you get hit by the monster and you learn its attacks. Like, come on, why can't I just learn it by default? Like, okay. I do kind of like how the red mage can actually attack though, as opposed to the bitch ass white mage. How much gold do we have? Yeah, I guess we could try looking at stuff. We need like more Phoenix Downs. We need some more armor. I think it's just crazy. All the stuff we need. So we got a better weapon. Like we just bought the weapon for Forest. Ah, shit. All right, whatever. Okay, I think that's the best armor. So I guess we can just go ahead and go. Oh, wait, hang on, what's in the bar? My stream, all right. Yeah, I know I'm streaming at weird times, but yep, we should be good. Okay. I don't have a ton of Phoenix Downs either. I think that's what I actually wanted. Yeah, 2 Phoenix Downs. Wow. How much do they cost? Like 2,000? Something like that. Oh, 1,000? Okay, they're not that expensive. Not bad. So we can probably grind a little bit more and get some more Phoenix Downs. Yeah, I think once we get some Phoenix Downs, I should be good to go for the next area. Okay. the hell's that? A YouTube notification? Okay, it seems like we're taking the hits pretty well. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. Head to the next area. Get rolling up. Why does it take so long to level up the Berserker? I don't understand. Yeah, it's like crazy. Ugh. Berserker just feels like it's impractical. It really does. All right. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, why are Phoenix Downs so expensive in this game? They're usually not that bad. Or else you have, like, you know, Revive or some point at this game. Like, I don't have any, like, Revive spells, so I need those Phoenix Downs. Yeah, it's nice, like, playing this game and just getting into it again. Like, I started playing this, like, really quickly after I finished 6, and I just felt kind of, like... Not only did I feel burned out, I felt like the game wasn't as good as 6. But I don't know, I feel like that's kind of unfair to it. I don't know, I'll definitely have to reserve my judgment until I beat... I definitely think I like 6 more, for sure. Like, I think the pacing's way better, the characters are better, the plot... 6 is dated, to be sure, but I think it holds up a lot better than this does. Outside of, like, the unique gameplay mechanic. $3,000. Yeah, we'll grind one more, and then that should give us 4,000. And I think that should be enough. We weren't super struggling when we went down there the first time, so I'm mostly just concerned about the boss, honestly. Yeah, I'd like to get through this and Final Fantasy IV before 3 comes out. Dragon Quest 3 comes out. Dragon Quest 3 comes out. It'll be interesting comparing that to these later Final Fantasy games. I expect Dragon Quest 3 is going to be a big deal. I think that's going to be like a really big thing and getting like this series known and respected in the West. Because like I think they cracked it with 11, but like they just need to put out another release and they just haven't done it yet. I think 3 HP has the potential to do that. Like they're releasing it in November, which is interesting. I think they have the potential to make it a big hit among JRPG enthusiasts. I mean, it's probably the best JRPG coming out that season. I can't think of anything else better than it. Like, Brothership is coming out today. Like, I don't think the audience for Dragon Quest and Mario and Luigi are the same. Or if they are, like, that they'd buy both. So, I don't know. I'm curious. Okay, there we go. And I'm definitely hyped for Brothership. Like, the more I think about that game, the more I want to play. It's been, like, a decade since I played a Mario and Luigi game, so I am... Dream Team was so good, and they never followed it up with it. Paper Jam was great, but it reused a ton of assets, and it kind of suffers as a result. So like getting a new Mario and Luigi game that like potentially fixes those problems. Like at the very least, it's in a new engine. It has a new visual style, which I really like, actually. I think I like it more than the 3DS style, so it looks more animated. Like, I don't know why they decided to do the cell shaded thing for Dream Team. I really think it really hampered the game's viability. That bankrupted Alpha Dream, if you don't know, the new art style they used for Dream Team. It was so expensive for them that they ended up being in the red. Like, the game did extraordinarily well, and they still ended up going bankrupt like 5 years later. Because first of all, they could never put out another game. They had to put out like Paper Jam, which was a crossover budget game. Did not do well. They put out the remakes to Mario and Luigi 1 and 3, and Bowser's Inside Story in particular is actually the lowest selling Mario game of all time. Like, they were doing really badly toward the end. And they actually did confirm that Mario and Luigi 6 was in development just before that happened. So, yeah, it's interesting that the project resurfaced after all this time. Like, everyone was sure it was canceled. It was never going to surface. I noticed that it had never been formally canceled recently, which is why I knew that, like, it had potential to come back. But, yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. Yeah, I don't know. We went from like 0 to 60 this year with Nintendo titles. Like, there wasn't a lot of good stuff in the first half of the year, but now we're getting a lot of bangers. Like, September to November is like insane. I've seen that, but like, what are you gonna screw up with Metroid Prime? Like, all you can really do is like try and present like Samus as trans or something, and that's just not gonna stick. Right? You know, I was just on a Twitter thread today, like talking about how like Rigid will never be trans, no matter what like the developers say. Like, Samus is the same way. Like, you can't take the most iconic female character in gaming and try to make her trans. It just isn't gonna fly. Like, I expect the same thing's gonna happen to Lara Croft when they try to make her a lesbian. Like, it's just one of those things that people just, I don't know. People are looking for reasons to concern troll about this game, and I just don't really see it. Like, even the Vivian thing wasn't that big of a deal. Like, when you actually play the Thousand Year Door, you'll realize that like the character never refers to himself as trans. He just makes some weird like trans leaning statement. So it's not like an explicit kind of confirmation. So I'm fine with just saying that like he's still a man. I mean, not that he never was, but like there's nothing you can do really. If you can't change Vivian of all characters, you're not going to change things. It's kind of my belief on that. I don't keep getting jumped. Yeah, I mean, basically everyone's excited about the Nintendo Direct. There's like a few holdouts. I know Angry Joe bitched about it. I know Mike Matei bitched about it. I know Sean Malmstrom bitched about it. And like, I don't know, man. Like, all of those guys are like in their 40s. Like, I think that's like the general age range for people who just can't hate Nintendo is just like childless 40-year-old men. Like, oh, how dare this video game company not cater to me? Like, come the fuck on, bro. It's embarrassing too, especially since they're not playing the stuff that should appeal to them. Like when Square Enix releases Dragon Quest III, you know, you should be excited for that, right? Like when Nintendo confirms Mario and Luigi 6, you should be excited for that, right? Like, you know, Mike Matei is doing that tired like argument, like, oh, why don't they produce new IPs anymore? Hey, genius, they have been. Like, all gen long. And yet you just, like, pretend like they're not big deals. Like, oh, this will never replace Mario. Yeah, it's not going to, but that doesn't make it bad, you know? Like, again, these guys are just looking for reasons to bitch. It's embarrassing. I mean, just look at the sheer amount of people who complain about, like, Donkey Kong Country Returns getting a port. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, again, that seems to be, like, the cope right now, is just like, oh, look at all these ports. But, like, bro, you're ignoring all the new games. Like, just shut the fuck up. Yeah, I never want to hear people complain about ports again. Especially coming from people who, like, get excited over something like, Xbox Game Pass. Like, stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Looks like I have an OP build, maybe. Why am I getting attacked? I love how they're like little Moogle eaters down here. That's crazy. The AP takes too long to level up. Like, I don't understand why it's so slow. Is there a way to boost it? Am I just too stupid to figure it out? Is that why Square Enix like never released this in the West because they thought I would be too stupid to figure this out? Well, they were right. Like, I don't know, man. It's sad seeing people try to downplay the Nintendo Direct. Like, another 10 years of this, like, these guys will be in their 50s and they'll be crying about how Nintendo wasn't as good as they were when they were 8. Like, come on. Yeah, they'll cry about like old games being better, but then they won't actually like play the old games as they get re-released. Okay, I think we need to. Do we have any elixirs? Yeah, we need more some ethers for sure. There we go. Yes, this is the T-Rex I got wrecked by when I last played this. Let's see if we can win it. Yeah, it's called a Tyrannosaur, but it's like some bone T-Rex. Spellblade. I can't do that? Oh, because I don't have a blade on me. Okay. Look at how much damage he does. Holy shit. Can I get slow on him? Look at that. It's a one-hit KO move. Like, how are you supposed to deal with that? I guess maybe I can just try jump over and over again and see if it works. I don't think so. Yeah, look at how fast it is. Like, it's like we're way too underleveled. Yeah, I can't bring them back because I'll just get killed again. Because it's so unbelievably strong. Yeah, the Dragoon seems to be a beast. And jump seems to be a good way to avoid the... Yep. Shit. Unbelievable. Alright. Can we leave the area? Like, we are not gonna win. Oh, we do own Rays. Okay. Kira? There's no way out? Really? Ah. I mean, maybe it has a specific weakness. Maybe I could just, like, cast slow on it or something. Cast, like, haste on everyone else. Because, like, I think the main thing is that it just attacks so much. Yeah, I think maybe if I cast haste on, like, Lena, have her jump every turn. Like, she might be able to endlessly just... I mean, she did a pretty good job the first time. Staying out of harm's way, so... Maybe 3 hours before I be in bed. Yeah, another 18 hours or so, and I'll be able to get my voice credits back, and hopefully I'll be able to finish producing the audio book for Cool and Beautiful. And I should have it up like as soon as that's happened. There shouldn't be any reason I can't re-upload it. So. Alright. Oh shit, I lost my guy. Alright. Ah shit. Okay. A webtoon? That's not possible for me right now. Like, right now the focus is on the audiobooks. And of course, like, finishing the video above audio as well. So it's gonna be a long while before I do anything like that. I think with AI, it won't be impossible, though. Okay, Okay, you mean I attacked? What? Okay. Got him. My camera's fucked up. Okay. Oh, the phone's over there. Okay, what are we on? Okay, let's see. Actually, slow works, first of all. It does! Wow. Okay, Okay, fireworks. Jump. Okay. But did I just cast spell on my... God damn it, really? Alright, we got that. Lots of poison breath. God damn, really? Ah, shit. Poison breath for some reason. Okay. Well, is there a way out of this cave? Like, it looks like I'm stuck down here. Do you have any way to leave? It doesn't look like we have a way to leave. Yeah, I think we'll just reload the last save. I'm sure we saved it before we came down here. Whatever, it's not a big deal. I'm burned out on it anyway. We'll just come back and play it later. Okay, Turok. Gotta play some Turok. I know, right? They are really good. Yep. Boom, boom. We already go to the cave or what? How did they save point? No, it's a checkpoint. Oh, fuck. Fucker, like, I didn't see him. Okay. Dino Crisis? Yeah, I could see that. I wouldn't be surprised. This was actually innovative. Dino Crisis was just a RE clone. Yeah, I didn't grow up with this at all, so... I actually don't know that much about Turok, but I really enjoy when I play those. Got him. The music doesn't even start over when you go to the title screen. Talk about old school. $25 health? Alright, that's... We got that. The more I play this game, the more I get into it. I tend to get burned out really quickly, but I've always enjoyed it. I don't think I'm very far in. I think I might be on the second area. Eh? Bastard. Look at all these guns. What the hell is that? Why is it glowing? Okay, so they slowly disappear. Okay. This is really fun. There's an entire trilogy of these games to get through, too. What was that? Wait, we haven't gone through the caves yet? Oh. These things are fast, but they can't swipe very much, so I think this knife over down. Save on bullets. No, lots of shotgun shots. Okay. Okay. Adam. I'm supposed to climb down here. Are you kidding me? Really? These portals just appear out of nowhere then, huh? Eclipse? Alright. I was back off. Oh, God, that was cheap. Okay, that's a self. Don't go into portals when there's enemies around. Huh? This game has, like, underwater gameplay? That's crazy. Yeah, this level design is really, really good. level design is really, really good. I can't emphasize that enough. Sweet. Fuck! I got 25 health, and I come out and get owned. Hang on, what did I actually beat the... What? Wait, how are you supposed to... Level 6. So what are these things? Like, what are you supposed to do exactly? Is there any way you can, like, grind for EXP or... 'Cause I keep getting game overs because I can't get lives or... Grinding for lives. Yeah, this is better than the newer Doom games. Yeah, other than like the tediousness of not knowing where the keys are, yeah, this is a better game. Okay, so you have to find keys. I see, you can kill those things and get out. Okay. For now, I'm mostly concerned about like not losing all my progress. This be where you get the keys? These portals? Oh fuck! Oh no! Wow. Okay, so beating the stage isn't enough. You have to like... You have to find keys. So where exactly are the keys? I guess we're just gonna keep playing the stage over and over again until we figure this out. Oops. Okay. Let's see if we can look this up. We're on level 2. There are 8 stages total, so it probably doesn't take all that long to get through the game. I'm just like struggling with it. All right. Terra key locations. Looks like there's something on the map here. Let's go around. I don't know. Was this the primary influence for Dinosaur Planet? Okay, so is it the red thing? Okay. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. Here's the switch. Okay. So hitting it once will... Okay. It's like some super shotgun thing. Yeah. Nothing here. Alright, moving on. And the main thing right now is we gotta figure out where the keys are. So we can beat the stage. But we're missing the keys we need. I don't know, man. I think I like this more than Doom. I don't know. Maybe I need to play more Doom, but okay. Yeah, how do I get through that thing? Uh, well, please. Oh, come on, really? But I was in the... Man. I guess this game is, like, just made to be really difficult. Yeah, I guess you just play through the game over and over again until you figure it out and just win. That's crazy. That's crazy. Final Fantasy 5, Little Kitty Big City. I really don't want to play Doom 3 while we're still. Ugh. I was really curious. Is Doom 3 better than Eternal? I really wanted to figure that out, which is why I re-downloaded it. What? It makes you put in an email account. Ah, fuck. It's Doom 3. Like, this is why I will never, ever be enthusiastic about modern games. The fact that they like do this is like deplorable. Well, what is my password? Yeah, 0 out of 10, making you log into a fucking account is just that's just embarrassing. It's wrong. supposed to keep track of my password for an account I never use? Huh? I have no idea. I'm sure my account is right. I don't know what my account is. Well, why was it trying to make me sign in if it didn't? Okay, whatever. Well, at least I didn't have to put it in. Okay. I couldn't remember the password, but or what the account name was, but we got it in there. Why do they do that? Like, it's just the stupidest thing. Okay. That's... I completely forgot how to play. I was like trying to figure out the controls. Okay. Yeah, so it's like ZL for the flashlight. They don't even have like base Doom 3 like available anymore, do they?
Marine, Bravo team reports they've located your position but are unable to move to your current location. Head to engineer and try to find out what's missing in your
What was I even doing? It's been so long since I played this. Yeah, we're on Mars, yeah. I love how this is the Doom game we just don't talk about. Like, I think even 2016 and Eternal are better received than this was. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not impressed playing this. At least, like, Doom 2016 is, like, fun to run around it. What is this I don't know for it? Yeah, it feels slow and boring. Yeah, I don't think I like the game. I think I've seen enough. It's crazy how much better like Metroid Prime was like stomping these like big budget PC games. That came out like 2 years later, by the way. Uh, like in general, PC games were not able to compete with Nintendo games after GoldenEye came out. Like that was kind of the end of it, the era of like the PC for FPS shooter. GoldenEye killed it. And Doom fans see to this day. All right. Oh, it's an actual dude. Okay.
Don't shoot. I can help you. The lights are all out. I'll lead you through here if you can get me off this base. Electromagnetic pulses have knocked out the electrical systems in this area. Watch out. A big one could knock out our pulses. There's one.
Where are the demons? Why is this guy completely fine?
What was that? Stay close.
I got me. Yeah, not interested in it. I feel like I already did this. Like, it feels like I thought it was a little bit further than. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, Turok is better than Doom, for sure. Okay, Ace Attorney. It's 640. Moon. Yeah, they released the second one, which is way better than the first, but yeah, I keep trying to play this game and I just do not care for it. Yeah, when we last played this? Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, an hour in and I gave up on it. I've heard like Star Ocean 2 is way better, but I just cannot get into it. Like, I don't find the combat system interesting. It's like, Yet, let's at least try to make it to the next area. Do we have any? Let's see.
They're so close. Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
And what's next? Star Ocean. Oh. She let herself get surrounded like an idiot. I can feel the power flowing. Okay. Uh. No food. Okay. Well, we can just come back here whenever. Oh, we can't? We can't save it? Ah, shit. All right. Maybe we should just stop and grind for a bit.
Close. Guess it really
Yeah, I would love to sit and play this game, but like my issue is like there's so many other RPGs I'd rather play more. It's just like Star Ocean wasn't even really on my list, and everybody hates it. Oh.
No, what a pain. I'd say that was 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? Why is she always numbering it? Like, is she an IGN reviewer?
This ought to be a good fight.
Alright, yeah, maybe I will try to get into this. Oh? Okay. Yeah, maybe we can get into this. Okay.
I'd say that was 8 out of 10.
Come on, Ilya.
This ought to be a good fight.
This ought to be a good fight. But it sounded a bit like I have to level up a little bit. Hmm.
No, what a pain.
Okay.
Over already?
Okay.
They're so close.
Oh. Well, it seems like we're actually at a higher level now. All right. Oh. Oh.
No, what a pain.
Oh. Oh.
Guess it really was that simple.
Oh, don't tell me I was already where I needed to go, but I went the wrong way. Oh.
No, what a pain.
Really? Oh. Oh, they spelled the A upside down. How charming. Ooh. How do you fly away? Okay. Yeah, it's like I'm too under leveled. I don't remember how to Oh. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try to beat this game at some point. Oh.
Give us a little fun, huh?
Oh. Look at that, we just got juggled. Alright, well. I'll have to get I'll have to grind at some point. Little Kitty Big City or Ace Attorney? We really gotta get through Ace Attorney. Yeah, I haven't played through a single of the Ace Attorney games on Switch. Well, I did the Great Ace Attorney and the original, but they were part of a collection. So, hmm. Uh, oh. Oh. Well, let's play this. Not this year. Yeah, September of last year is when I last played this. Hello. Yeah, stopping in the middle of the testimony, not recommended, because it's gonna take forever to figure out, like, where we were. Oh no! No, I think I'm gonna go to bed soon. I'm probably not gonna play much longer. Probably another hour or so. Okay. Ah. Yeah. From T to R is uh, I hate it when you have to pull this bullshit. Yeah, this is like classic Ace Attorney bullshit. I did this all the time as a kid. Playing Trials and Tribulations. Ugh. Okay. Ah. Ah. Ah, no, that's right. No, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Judgy, no. She's 16. This is what I mean when I say Franziska is like the absolute worst prosecutor in the entire series. Like, she cannot handle a case at all. She talks so much shit and can't back it up. It's so frustrating. She's not likable. She's not interesting. Well, likable, quote unquote. Not being likable kind of does it for me. But like, um, I've not been able to finish Glass of Tea in forever. I don't know why. Vegeta. Yeah, but like, this is one of my things about Ace Attorney. I don't understand why people hate this case so much. It's really not that bad. I think at the very least it's better than 2-2 and 2-1. You know, like I don't think Justice for All is a great game. Like in general, I think it's the weakest of the trilogy, but I don't think it's bad by any means. Like this case is like demonized by the community, but I think there are a bunch that are worse. Not in Trials and Tribulations, but or the first game, but I think the later games have like this really notable filler case problem. Like I don't think the Rakugo case is that good, or the Shamu case, or like the DLC case in 6. And the Shamu thing, like even bringing that up today, like people will like shit on you for that. Like, oh, what do you do in Ace Attorney? Oh, you defend killer whales. It's like, what the fuck? We don't like in real life. The killer whale did it, so it's like, what were they thinking with that? Like, did they seriously like come up with a concept because of like the real life incident? Have they ever given like a statement about that? It's really good. It's one of my favorite things. I cannot stand how Franziska like doesn't really have anything to do with the overall plot. Like, it's one of the reasons she's such like it's like she's a holdover from the first game. Why does he call me sweetie? Oh no. Yeah, I agree. Trauma Center is definitely one of those IPs I want to see come back. There was so much potential on Wii U, and we never got one. Oh no. The Fresh Prince of of the. Ah, that's what he does it. Ah, I think Regina reappears in Ace Investigations too. So this is actually a really good time to replay this. Ah. Mm. I love the first game. It's one of my all-time favorites. Oh no! Ah. Come on! Like, what are you objecting against? That's a perfectly reasonable line of questioning. She is the Nick Nakata of Ace Attorney. Like, she's terrible. You just know that, like, if Nakata actually played to this point, he played through the first four cases, but if he actually played to this point, he would, like, love Francisca. Love her. Oh, come on! bullshit. That is bullshit. What are you talking about? Bullshit. Am I triple dipping? Yes, absolutely. Wait, what? Oh, no. Oh, no. Is there no? Ah. Yeah. I feel really tired and weak. I don't know why. I'll probably go to bed soon. Ace of Tournament, we gotta stick with that. No, I'll be going to bed soon. I've been feeling out of it all weekend. It's been terrible. Okay. Yoshi's Island.
Choose a game.
That sport didn't come out too long after the first one. 7 years. Okay. The road to the castle. Sacrifices must be made. Yeah, I work night shift, so I'm not really awake during the day. Oh, come on. Why didn't I hover? Look at that. Yeah, it's pretty miserable. I really do need to get off night shift. It's just causing me all these problems. I can't schedule things. It's just awful. Well, actually, I don't think I should be working at all. It's a whole other deal. Is that a new anime? Yeah, where did you see these guys? Yeah, I don't think these are new enemies. Hmm. Yeah, I'm way too busy for that now. It used to be true, where like it was like perfect for me, but now it just kind of feels like it's getting away. Like I need to find a wife material. Like it's just again, it's the main issue right now is the night shift thing. So. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it has been causing me problems for sure. Yeah. Whew. Like I was like spurging out like last night because I had worked like a 18 hour day like on Tuesday or whatever, and I had to go back to work like twice before I had a day off. I was just I was completely just ranting about it. I was not happy at all. What the hell is this thing? What what the hell is this? Yeah, so they do have unique enemies in this game, right? apparently this game was re-released in 2006 as like part of the Player's Choice Collection. So there were probably a lot of people playing this on the DS when Yoshi's Island DS came out. Really interesting to think about. That is definitely something that I think a lot of people don't understand about the Switch is that like Nintendo hasn't even released the Player's Choice games yet. They don't have the budget Switch. Yeah, it's nowhere near like it's nowhere near done. I don't know. I don't care. Again, like DEI is on the way out, like clearly. Like Square Enix just got like their shareholders just brought up Sweet Baby out of nowhere, and like fucking Kuryu, like tried damage controlling the situation, but I think it's safe to say the social engineering thing has failed. You know, because like ESG got a lot of pushback from shareholders and consumers, and they tried dealing with it by not changing anything, but just like rebranding it to DIE, right? Oh, DEI, right? They tried rebranding it, right? And it's just resulted in the same thing. You know, if anything, I think it's gotten worse. You know, the fact that like Square Enix isn't even like a year away, a year off from Sweet Forspoken, and people are still bringing this up. Yeah, they're never gonna recover from this. Like never. I found it interesting how like Kuryu tried like damage controlling the situation. Like, oh, I can't bring out information about specific clients. Like, why? Like, say you're not gonna work with them again. Like, that's it. That's all you have to do. Yeah, I'm really curious what the mindset is of these executives to like protect Sweet Baby the way they have been, because like we've seen them like deny they exist and deny. What the fuck? Okay, so I think 100% completing this level is what the challenge is supposed to be. We didn't find a single flower. Okay, we're just beating the stages now. I don't think we're gonna 100% it for a while yet. Yeah, fired. Yeah, that's pretty. I think that's pretty indicative of like how Nintendo's handling this. Like, I honestly think a big reason why they restarted development was because they had someone like that on board in a high ranking position, like really just embedding that into the plot. Because like Metroid Prime 4 started like development right before like ESG became a problem, right? So I bet they've been approached about this, and I don't know. It's interesting because like none of the major Nintendo characters have been like afflicted by DEI. It's all like characters that nobody cares about. People like Juniper and Kaiza and fucking Oct. Like the rumor I hear is that like the localizers wanted to make Shiver specifically non-binary, but like Nintendo rejected it, and they went with Oct instead as like the next big thing. So like it's interesting, like because if you don't do a protagonist, nobody's gonna notice or care. So I do think that's what's gonna happen with like Juniper and like all those characters. Like I think we've already seen this happen with A, right? Where like characters where the narrative was that the character was non-binary, but like an art book they released like debunked the notion. So again, like the problem with non-binaryism fundamentally is that like it's not a real thing, and like all these characters they label as non-binary don't have anything in common other than the fact that like in Japan they use like different unusual like kanji to spell their names, which is all this that really comes down to. Because like if you think about it, if you look into the lore, like Kaiza is just gay, right? That's all like him being non-binary goes down to. Like I don't even know what the deal with Juniper is. You know, Oct is like a tomboy type. Like again, like non-binaryism is not a real thing. We need to like acknowledge that. Well, we'll say with like transgenderism, but yeah, I don't know. The first like level was really good, but this one doesn't seem as interesting. Again, this is like Arzest who made this, so I'm not surprised by this. I had such high hopes playing the first level, but yeah, I don't think it's worth playing this version of the game for the extra levels. Mewtwo has no gender. Yeah. But like we call that like genderless, right? Like Mewtwo's like a weird like abomination thing. We call it, right? Like calling it like non-binary is fake. Like plenty of Pokemon are like genderless. And that's been like an understood thing since like forever, right? That like but yeah, like the non-binary thing is fake. Yeah, specifically. Actually, that's what they were trying to do like 10 years ago. Is like use genderless as the non-binary term. I don't know why they switched it. Probably because like it just sounds ridiculous and it doesn't really mean anything. Oh, we get to use a transformation. Okay, is this a transformation based level? Okay. But yeah, it's really weird seeing them like try to like do stuff like try to co-opt Meryl as like an example of like a transgender Nintendo character because like it can technically change gender through evolution. Because I think like real frogs do that. Look. Again, that's a thing in nature, but like humans don't do that, which is the main issue. I don't know, man. Like they try like co-opting like natural things like that and like to push their weird agenda. Like the whole like Linus's hunt thing, right? They try to make it sound like the male lion doesn't do anything, but he's actually like going out like protecting the territory and stuff like that from other lions, right? I don't know. There's a lot of instances like that. And I'm curious, like, just when people are gonna start seeing through it. I think it's like already started to happen, but it's just gonna be a long, drawn out process. I think just undoing all this woke propaganda. Wait, what? What? Huh? I see. You switch back and forth to the helicopter in the mall. Okay. Well, that's an interesting concept, but they're not really using that to like any real interesting way, right? Oh, it's the car. Yes, I love the car. We get more car. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's only one car transformation in the entire game, so it's always cool to see this thing like come back. Oops, fucked it up. Harry the Hedgehog. Oh, wow. Do you think Harry is like Sonic's retarded cousin? Oh, here he comes. Oh, that was lame. Yeah, they didn't do enough with this. I mean, I guess 100%ing it is going to be difficult, but whatever. Okay. Forgot to upload a video tonight. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't know, I think I'm already done with this. Like, I think I've seen enough. I think I had the same, like, I think I had the same vibe towards like Yoshi's Island DS, is that like the levels are just not well made. Like the mechanics are amazing, right? But like when you don't have good level design, yeah, I think this like is a testament just how bad RSS actually are as developers. Yeah, I think you can. I think you could legit make a top 10 worst like Yoshi's Island levels list and put like quite a few of these levels on there. Probably not the first one. I think the first one was legit good, but like, yeah, I am not impressed with what we're seeing here. Yeah, I think we're done with those. I've been hooked on this for a while. Yeah, 5 hours. I put like 40 into the real game. But yeah, Fusion, Zero Mission. What do you guys want? Zero Mission or Link to the Past? It's crazy that like Mike Matei was like banging on about how like nothing besides Metroid was good, and then he like comes out and immediately admits that he's never finished Prime 2 or Prime 3, which is just insane to me. Like really? Oh, we're in Crate. Okay. I didn't think we got this far down. Okay. Yeah, I think we're definitely gonna beat it like tomorrow. I mean, I hope I mean, my priority right now is finishing American Evil. Like I mentioned this before I went live, when I went live, but like I've been working on that, and I'm on like the final fight right now. I don't know, man. It's not what I imagined it to be at all, but like when I first imagined it, I really thought that like Soleil was just gonna like solo it, and like that. Thankfully, that didn't turn out to happen. That would be ridiculous. I really had this problem like early on where I made Soleil like way too powerful. She takes a few more L's in like the finished project than she was going to initially. Because like she was the one character who was like fleshed out and had a background and stuff like that, so I was confident like writing her. Right? Everyone else I had to like spend a lot of time like building up, and I don't know. I was kind of concerned about that for a while. She's still present during the final fight, but yeah, she doesn't solo it. I'm much happier with the way it turned out than what I originally had in mind, for sure. I'm gonna have to tune it a bit for sure in the editing process. But no, I think the final fight and like the post, uh, the epilogue thing. I don't want to call it an epilogue. It's more like a. It's not really an epilogue. It's just like it's just seeing what all the characters are gonna do afterward. Um, yeah, I've had all that planned out for a while, so it's gonna be interesting finally like sitting down and finishing it. What? Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I forgot about this bullshit. Oh, that's one thing Dread does not have is these awesome fucking morph ball cannons. Definitely something I missed. And Dread's a great game in general, but like, it does feel like it's a tad bit too long for a Metroid game. I don't know. Maybe I'll feel differently when I play it more, but no, there's no news. So it's gonna be like a year or so, probably longer. I don't expect it to be earlier than like holiday 2025 at this point. I mean, I've always said that the people who say it's gonna come imminently are like delusional, but that's becoming more and more apparent all the time. I don't know, man. Like, Nintendo haters are really like exposing themselves right now. Like, seriously pretending the Steam Deck is a viable competitor to the Switch is just laughable. That is laughably obvious. Uh, what? Oh, you can't charge on it? Really? Yeah, I hate it when I run on missiles with this fight. It's not competitive. It sold like what, like 2 million units? It's crap. Like it's not going. It's not competitive with the Switch. The Steam Deck isn't shit. That early? Oh, okay. Yeah, I still have another hour. I think I will play another hour and then just go to bed. Is there like an actual item down here, or I swear I thought there was something up here, but no. Yeah, it's up here. All right. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but like the Steam Deck is just a faulty product in general. It's shit. It's too expensive. You're better off just getting a normal gaming PC. Like, again, the Steam Deck was obviously meant to be a Switch competitor, and it just completely failed. And we're just not expected not to talk about that for some reason. Like, again, like I'm tired of like the Valve fanboyism. It got really tiring a long time ago, and I think the Steam Deck is a really blatant example of that. So wait, what did taking out that guy do? Oh, I think we just have the thing open. Okay. I've been playing so much Super lately, and Fusion. It's really nice like to go back and play Zero Mission and like remember how good it actually is. Because you can say it's like the worst out of like the five, but of like mainline Metro games, but I don't think it is. Like I think it's really has its own appeal to it. I think it's a really good remake. I don't remember people like shitting on this game when it came out. Like I remember people shitting on Fusion all the time, but like this was always pretty popular. And missile capacity. Wait, that's all I got? Okay, yeah, I guess we're going back. This is not no. You can tell I played this game a bunch. Where I know this game way better than Fusion, so that's why I have a pretty encyclopedic knowledge of how the map is laid out and what you're supposed to do. Oh, maybe not encyclopedic. I haven't played this game as much as Super in recent years, so I'm probably kind of rusty. I struggled with it a little bit when I played it on stream a while back on the Wii U. It's one of the last Wii U games I bought, Virtual Console games I ever bought, I think. I bought it specifically because I wanted to stream it. This would be like a way more exciting stream if I Oh, get this, by the way. Someone brought this up to me. Did you notice? You can tell that the Chozo statues look different when they have the unknown item statues. So you know what that means? Like, these are Makin, as opposed to like the typical Toho like benevolent Chozo statues. So like they were foreshadowing that shit like all the way back in Zero Mission. That's crazy to think about, and that's not something anybody noticed before. But yeah, harder. Yeah, this game is the easiest Metroid game, I think. 2D Metroid game, I would say. Yeah, I would say Fusion has like pretty difficult boss fights. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't know, so yeah, nothing. Metroid lore is that like the Toha were like the peaceful Chozo, like hippie tribe, and then the Makin were like the more aggressive like warrior tribe, which Ravenbeak is a part of. So Samus has like Makin DNA, but she was raised by the Toha, so she's like a kind, benevolent person, in spite of being a murderous, planet-destroying psychopath. I don't. Is Samus a nice person? Like I don't know. Like people always like Nintendo insists she is, but I don't know how accurate that is. I remember when I brought this up before. There was like a fan theory thing that like she was really smart, like because she was raised by the most like sophisticated, like advanced race in the universe, right? But like I don't know, like I think after Dread, where like it's made pretty clear that she doesn't understand. She never figured out that Adam was a fraud. Like I don't know. I don't know if Samus has like as high as IQ as we were led to believe. I mean, I like a lot of fans figured that shit out like immediately. So to see Samus like not figure that out was just not figured out was kind of disappointing. I guess you could like probably argue that like maybe she knew like since the beginning, but was just playing along with it, and she just knew it was like time of go time. But I don't know how. That seems like a cope to me. Like I legit think she fell for it like a dumbass. Like she totally bought like Adam, quote unquote, like banging on about how like Raven Peak had like six-pack abs. It was like the strongest universe and the strongest warrior in the universe. Like that's like my favorite thing about Dread is like how much personality Ravenbeak has. Like he is legit like my favorite Metroid antagonist now. Fuck Ridley. Like Ridley's been there since the beginning, but like I do think Ravenbeak is like the series' best antagonist now. Yeah, so you can tell that the design for the Chozo are different. That's really interesting. Wow. Yeah, I've never heard anyone bring that up until this game got re-released. I might make a video about that. I guess we could like pause it real quick and then upload it. Yeah. Okay. Hey all, I'm playing Metroid Zero Mission on my Nintendo Switch Online subscription, and I kind of wanted to talk about like some weird deep lore stuff that like someone brought up to me on 4chan. I would never have noticed this because I'm not like a huge like this is not something that would have ever crossed my mind. It's not something I would have noticed. I'm not particularly observant, right? But some absolute unit brought this up, and I do think this needs to be more publicly known because this is insane. Right, Metroid Zero Mission, right? We all know it, like, Samus goes to Zebes, like, it's the first mission in the game. It's a remake of the original game. So what's new? Like, looking at Zero Mission with fresh eyes as someone who's, like, played the series up till Dread, what do we know about the plot? What has come forward that has completely changed our perspective on what Metroid Zero Mission is about? The unknown items, right? You can play Metroid Zero Mission and never notice the fact that the Chozo statues that hold the standard power-ups and the Chozo statues that hold the unknown items are completely different, right? You can tell that like the unknown item ones are have like the more like aggressive features, like sharper beaks. They're more aggressive looking, and then like you have like the more normal looking, like benevolent looking regular Chozo statues that hold the regular power-ups. So what does this mean exactly? These are different tribes of Chozo, right? You have the Makin and you have the Toha. You know, the tribes that were not established until Metroid Dread, almost 20 years later. They waited 20 years to almost 20 years to establish this plot point, right? But they were foreshadowing this as early as Zero Mission, right? Like that's crazy to think about. But I just saw this on stream. I just told my audience this. Like, I'm actually live now. So, yeah, this is a really interesting tidbit that I think people really need to talk about more. Like, Metroid does pay a lot of attention to its continuity. Okay. Okay, upload that before I forget. Yeah, that is a really interesting like factoid there. So like the Mocking thing didn't come out of nowhere. They were like building up to this forever. Like this is the kind of like subtle storytelling that like Metroid like excels at. I can't think of any other video game franchise that does this better. Don't say Hollow Knight because Hollow Knight is garbage compared to Metroid. But let's see. Yep. Pokemon Fusion fan game? No. Yeah, yeah. Now they're bringing back Stylix. Yeah, everyone's talking about Stylix, but like, yeah, we need to talk about Ravenbeak. I can't imagine like Stylix is going to be a better antagonist than Ravenbeak. And that fucker has had like 3 games worth of build up. So like, yeah, they better like deliver with Silex. Is my take. I don't know. I've never finished. I've never really played Hunters. I own it on Virtual Console, but like I didn't never got very far. Like I didn't care for it. It's one of those games. Like I'm surprised they didn't try to re-release it. Like I imagine most people like don't even know Silex exists. Like they probably assume he's a well, it or she or whatever. Like, not they, because that would be retarded. They probably assume it's like a new character or something. Like, oh, it's Samus, but evil. Like, again, like, I've been saying this for years. I 100% expect Silex to be female. I 100% expect that. Like, it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna beat the shit out of her. You're gonna like rip the helmet off, and it's gonna be like this hot, like goth, like version of Samus. Like that's what I want to see. It's 100% gonna happen. You heard it here first. Like I've been saying this for years. Silex is female. Like, okay. Yeah, I think Silex is supposed to be like the anti-Samus in a lot of ways. Like, she is anti. I'm already saying she. I'm so confident in this. But like, she is like anti-Federation and like I don't know. She has a similar design. What are her powers in Hunters? Do we know? Like, I mean, do we know? Like, I've never played Hunters, so it's like it's so weird, like not knowing what all the characters in that game play completely differently. It'd be really cool to get like all the Hunters back. In Metroid Prime 4. Like it's weird. They established so many like characters that have their like fan base. You know, Silex being the fan favorite, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think it was kind of a missed opportunity. to not have them come back. Like maybe Prime 3 would have been a good opportunity for it. To be fair, I'm very fond of the Hunters in Prime 3. I love those guys. Like Rundis and Gore and Gandreda. They're great. Again, like they're like Ravenbeak in a way. It's a shame they only got one game. Yeah, we need to play Prime 3 again. It's been too long. Oh, yeah, Prime 2. Yeah, with Prime 4 coming out next year, yeah, we're going to have to play for Prime 2 and 3. Yeah, I have Prime 2 sitting out. I've been meaning to play it, but I've never gotten around to it. Yeah, Prime 2, I want to finish again. And then Prime 3. I don't know, man. I just don't enjoy Prime 2 that much. It's like, it's one of those games, like, there are people who really love Prime 2, and I can see why. Like, I think the game's great myself, but, like, I just never beat it more than once. It's just not one of those games I replay over and over again. And there are a lot of things I really admire about it, like the boss fights and, like, the setup and stuff like that. Having actual NPCs in the world, that's interesting. Like, Prime 3 has always been my favorite of the trilogy, but, uh, yeah, they need to. I legit thought they were gonna do it this year, but the fact that they haven't like confirmed Prime 2, that's probably what they're gonna do is just like do Prime 2 like I don't know, like later this year or earlier next year, and then do Prime 3 really quickly. And then just put out Prime 4. It's weird to me that they did Prime Remastered. I was really expecting them to like announce all three of them before what? Before we got the trailer, but yeah, maybe we'll just gradually get it. Like we'll get a Prime 3 another Prime 4 trailer and then they'll just like drop the they'll just drop like Prime 2. And then we'll get another final trailer and then we'll get Prime 3. Like that's probably how they'll do it to just promote it. Like, I wonder if, like, the sales for Prime Remastered are going to jump after that Prime 4 trailer. Because, like, I see a lot of people doing this thing, like, oh, Prime 4 is the only good thing they showed in this Direct. Well, like, are you buying Prime Remastered? Like, again, like, a lot of those people I've seen doing that haven't even played, like, Prime 2 or 3. Like, Mike Pate straight up, like, admitted it. So I'm really curious how that's gonna go. Shit. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the like entry-level Metroid game. It's relatively easy, straightforward, but it's still like cool and badass too. It's yeah, this is the one I would recommend to first-time players. If you could get a hold of it. Well, yeah, this is probably the game to play, right? Because it's the first in the timeline. I don't know, man. I've always wanted like Samus -5 mission, like Samus in high school, like awkwardly getting asked out by guys, like Ridley's the principal. Like there was like some joke like article in Game Informer about that. I've never gotten it. Like I thought the idea was hilarious. That was before I even played the game, but like, what kind of guy does Samus go for? It's always been like the great gamer mystery of our time. What's her type, man? Okay. Uh, fuck. She's 19? Fucking really? Is that canon? I knew she was probably young. Like I've speculated she was that young. Like yeah, like actually, is that canon? Is that confirmed? She's 19, really? Wow. I don't know. I remember like back in the day, I used to think she was like stupidly old. I was just like, oh yeah, like sci-fi technology. She's probably in her 50s or some shit. Yeah, people just live longer in the future. That was like my weird fear theory. I was like really hung up on this idea, and I think you can still see this in my work that like that women don't lose their looks as they age, right? So yeah, like I think Samus in a lot of ways is I don't know. Is it really canon, or is it like canon the same way that like the stats of like 6'10", like 6'3", like 200 pounds comes from? Like I don't know. Like she's not that fucking tall or heavy. I think Smash Bros tries to make her light, right? Yeah. She does not look 19. Like she's not 19. Like I don't like like early 20s. Like come on. 24 in Dread? Oh, come on. That's the end of the timeline. Like I don't know, man. Like how quickly does like do these games happen? Like that's my thing. So she's like perpetually 19 is what you're saying? Like mid 20s is like the oldest she gets. Like I don't know. Everyone always describes her as a woman, not a girl. So like saying she's 19 to me is just like it's just weird. But did I get the hydro? Yeah, like I'd say like mid 20s by this game. Like I just don't think that like she's already established herself by this point, right? As a bounty hunter. Like she was contracted to do this, so she would have had to build her reputation. That would have taken a while. I don't know. I'm being autistic about this, but like, yeah, like I don't buy like no, I throw sex to doubt on the 19 thing. Yeah, yeah, because she was working like other establishes that she was like with the Galactic Federation, so like she was like in her teens then, right? And this is like after she already left. Yeah, she got dicked down by Ian apparently. I mean, they took a photo together. It's the closest we've ever gotten. And then like developed her weird like daddy issues with Adam, and then she left. So yeah, yeah, she would have been like 19 then, right? 15? No, she was not 15. She was not 15. Don't give me this bullshit. Like, no way. Like, no way. She's not. She was not 15. These ages, man, they're like driving me nuts. Why did we? Why'd she leave the Chozo? Do we know? Like, yeah, what are you gonna say? She was like 8 when that happened. Like, no, I don't think she was 8. I think she left at 18, right? Like, that's what makes most sense. The most sense. I don't know. Like, I just don't buy that. That that just that just seems too literally young for me. Like, she doesn't look 19 in this game. Like, How old is she gonna be in Prime 4? Like 21? Like, come on. Like, is she gonna take her first drink? Like, come on. I think the manga is like semi-canon. Like, I don't know. Like, this just seems like press accident. Oh, by the way, I did read the manga once. I never finished it, but I really enjoyed it actually. What the fuck? Yeah, what I read of the manga was really good. They've never re-released it. In general, like, what happened? Well, okay, I actually just bought the Twilight Princess manga. It feels like that's the only manga that gets released here nowadays, is the Zelda ones. To be fair, I think it's the only ones that have sold well here. Like, we owned a copy of the Majora's Mask one growing up because we were like so obsessed with the game. Yeah, we got it for like to see if we could make more sense of like the deep lore of the plot, but like, yeah, I don't know, the fan fiction, like origin story of the mask, like it's the Zelda mangas obviously aren't canon, so I don't really I don't really see the Metroid ones as canon either. I don't know, man. Like, I don't consider Other M canon. Like, I pretend that shit never happened. Yeah, the Animal Crossing. Oh, there's the Animal Crossing. Yeah, I know about the Splatoon one, but like I've never heard of the Animal Crossing one. Yeah, I know they released the Kirby manga here, but I never actually got it. I definitely want to check it out though. In general, I need to get more Kirby stuff in general. It's weird, like it's weird how big Kirby is right now. Like, I saw like one of my like an ASM artist I watch. Like, she had like a Kirby plush, which kind of surprised me. Like, it feels like Kirby's a lot more popular than he used to be. Yeah, did they even release the Splatoon in English? Like, I don't know if they did. Like, it took them a while to get around to releasing Twilight Princess. Um, it's a really good, like, it's an IP from like younger Nintendo developers. Like, it's probably gonna be like the big thing like after Miyamoto retires. So yeah, fuck. Are you supposed to throw yourself down here like a dipshit? Yeah, I don't know why they like produced the F-Zero anime first. Yeah, they were producing a lot of anime in the mid 2000s, probably because the Pokemon like doing so well. They produced the Kirby one, which is like reasonably well remembered, and then they had like the F-Zero one, which like nobody remembers, aside from like the ending sequence, which is like a meme. Falcon Punch, like it's so badass. Yeah, I would definitely like to cover that stuff on the channel, but like I just can't get a hold of it, and like the F-Zero one was never like the dub never ended, so I would want to like watch the English dub and talk about it, but yeah, I don't remember seeing. I would see Kirby a couple of times. I never saw F-Zero. I don't even think I saw a commercial for it, and I loved F-Zero, so I was a way bigger F-Zero fan than a Kirby fan than I probably would still be if they like produce new ones. What are you supposed to do here? I don't know. They produced all these weird shows. Like Viva Pinata got an animated series. Like, they were talking about a Jet Force Gemini one at one point. Oh, we were supposed to go up here. Okay. Like, I don't know. 4Kids like made a real effort in like producing good like video game adaptations. I don't know, man. I like the I think back of them way more fondly than I do Crunchyroll, right? The Mario movie, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Mario movie. The Mario movie should kick off like a new wave of like great video game adaptations. I hope like we get more. Like I'm really excited for Zelda. The director released like apparently worked on that new Planet of the Apes movie, which are apparently like really good. So yeah, everyone I know, like people have been saying they're really excited for it. So I think it's gonna be great. Like I want it to like outperform Lord of the Rings for sure. Because um oh, here we go. You're supposed to wait. Okay, I remember. Yeah, it's teaching you how this works. Yeah. Yeah, Prime 4 happens after Super and Other M as year 29X. Yeah, so like Samus, Metroid takes place in the Mega Man universe because it's using like the year 20X shit. Like I never understood how that works. So like after the world ended in Fist of the North Star, like Dr. Wily produced the robots and then they went to space and then Samus took over. Is that I never understood like the 1990X shit. Sydney Sweeney. Ah, man. I I don't like hyping up random actresses. I don't, because they're always like scum. I hate hyping up women based on their looks and on their looks, right? Like have some real talent, you know? I don't know. I've said this before, but I think I've said this before. I prefer like talented, intelligent women over like just thoughts. Oh yeah, we got the various suit. Yeah, okay, the various suit makes you immune. Okay. I don't know, man. I'm so frustrated. Like whenever like some like basic bitch comes out and like I don't know hosts NSL or SNL or something like, oh man, she's so much prettier than like the other girls. Like so, like who cares? Yeah, little known actresses. Like yeah, I'm definitely concerned about the actors they're gonna get. I don't know. Like the Mario movie nailed it. I don't know, man. Like people were like, I don't know. I went into the Mario movie like not concerned about the actors at all because people were like spurging out about it. Yeah, I think I don't really care because they're just like in long term they're just gonna get recast anyway. They're not gonna be like the defining face of the character or anything. You know, like Jack Black like came out and supported Joe Biden. Like you didn't see anybody like try and say that like, oh, Bowser is supporting Joe Biden. I bet Princess Peach is too because he's banging her. Like no, come on. Like you didn't see any stupid shit like that. Yeah, I think Hollywood is just yeah, Metroid movies live action. I mean, I wanted to make one. I would want to make a Fire Emblem one or a Metroid one because I think like it would be like lower priority for Nintendo to do that. So I think I could really nail it for both of those IPs. I don't know, man. Like, wouldn't it be awesome if like Nintendo just never confirmed who the actress was, and she was just like in the helmet the entire time? That's probably the way it should be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would watch TMNT. Yeah, that's like the 4 Kid series I want to watch again. I started watching it a while ago, but like, it's like I don't know. It really sucks, you know, like growing up and realizing that like a lot of the shows you watch growing up weren't that great. I don't know. Maybe it gets better early on, but later on, but like I wasn't impressed by the first couple of episodes. And it's exactly how I remember it too, but it's just like I don't know, man. I guess my tastes have changed. And maybe it was just never that good to begin with. Because I would remember watching like the really good episodes of like season one over and over again with like where like where they fight the Shredder and stuff like that. That sounds cool. I don't know, man. I think my understanding of it is that it went off the rails at some point. Like they go to outer space, and then like I was like so confused, like just seeing like all the shit that happened later on with like the Triceratons and like just like the future thing. Like it just I don't know. I never got into it. I don't think I've watched anything past season two. Like I would catch an episode like here and there, but it's just I don't know, man. I wish I could make an IP as good as like TMNT. Um, I mean, Cody, like the Codyverse, by its nature, is like meant to be kind of niche. I don't like. I don't know, man. I don't think I want like mainstream success. But I don't know. It just feels like I don't know. I just really like the idea of making something that people remember, and mm, I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted about that. I mean, I stopped watching cartoons, like especially on Fox, like after 2006 or so. Like I completely forgot like Fox Kids existed at a certain point. And it's weird because like that was the stuff that should have been more appealing to me, but like they always aired at like weird times. They kept sticking to like the Saturday morning cartoon schedule, and they kept presenting like old episodes of Sonic X as if they were brand new. Like I remember seeing that like the promo for like the race car guy like over and over and over again and being confused by it. Like they're presenting it as if it's news. Like and there was another clip of like Knuckles getting like knocked into a bunch of boxes. I'm just like I never watched a lot of Sonic X. It gotta love how like that kid that everybody hates in that show is named Chris. That's hilarious. But like other than that, I don't remember Chris at all. Like maybe I just like block him out. Like I remember like him being in the first episode and like like finding Samus like Sonic. Yeah, I wish he found Samus. He found like Sonic in the lake or something, and I'm just like, who is this kid? And like I really hate that about these shows when they like try to focus on characters you don't care about. I'm not even a Sonic fan, and I was kind of upset about that. Yeah, Simpsons. Yeah, Simpsons is like pure evil. I legit was like thinking about like watching it so I could like talk about all the weird shit it tries to push onto people. It's like really people do this thing where they pretend that like the Simpsons used to be like good or like nah, it was never true. It was always shit. I mean, Family Guy is worse than the Simpsons for sure, but I don't know, man. Like these adult cartoons just keep getting worse and worse, like every generation. Like I see the shit that like goes live now, and I'm just like appalled by it. Like it's not even trying to be subtle about what it is. You see like BoJack Horseman, and like you see like immediately that it's trying to normalize like alcoholism and like presenting his behavior as being completely normal. Right? Like, oh, everybody goes through this. No, we don't. I mean, BoJack is like fucking Nick Rekieta. That's basically what he is. Like the kind of person who loves BoJack is the kind of person like is someone exactly like Nick. Yeah, I don't even think like Groening is like really subtle about being a commie. Yeah, it's interesting how like the people who like say The Simpsons was great were people who were really young when they watched it. I really think it was only popular because it was like edgier compared to other cartoons. Like it's not as good as like other cartoons from that period. Yeah, I think we've been talking about this a little bit, but like I do think it's really important for like fiction to emphasize moral behavior. Like it's something that like people were talking about when that like guy saved some woman because like he was inspired to do it by like watching Free Ren or something. It's what Himmel will do. And like, I don't like Free Ren, but like it kind of got me thinking about that, like in that sense, where like how much of like bad behavior today is like influenced by like dipshits thinking like South Park teaches like moral lessons and stuff like that. Because that was something I was hearing like in the video game facts Discord. By the way, I don't remember this guy's name. His name was like Mario U. So I don't know like where he is now or what he's doing, but like he was really big on like pushing all these weird like liberal ideas like fucking woke shit in like 2006, 2016 or whatever. And like one of the things he would like do was like, oh, South Park, it's one of the most moral shows there is. Like again, like you really get this sense that like a lot of these people are getting their values and like ideas and how things work by watching like fucking TV, and not even like the news or like current events or anything like by watching shows like South Park. Like, oh, Matt and Trey, they're teaching us moral lessons. Like, come on, bro. I don't know. I'm definitely glad to see that like that's finally starting to drop off. Like South Park does not feel like it's as big as it used to be. Like people are like finally admitting it's like the whole like both sides thing was a cope. I mean it always was, but like uh now people are like acknowledging it, and it's like losing popularity as a result. So yeah, I don't remember Ren and Stimpy at all. I remember like the knockoff Cow and Chicken. Like my parents hated that shit, and my grandmother, and I hated it too after a certain point. Like they would tell me not to watch it. I'm just like fuck you. I do what I want, and then like I tried to watch it and I realized it was like shit. Uh, yeah. So they were right on that one. I don't. In general, I don't think I disagree with them with like most things like that. Well, yeah, rap is crap. I feel like I wonder if like rap music is on the way out because we talk about animation in regards to this. I think rap was like just as bad, if not worse. Because like that was a thing people used to talk about, like, oh, everybody's listening to rap, they're worshiping like the culture, like, and it feels like it's like fallen off after 2020. You know what I mean? It just dead. Yeah, it does kind of feel that way. I haven't heard about new artists or like any good track, any new tracks. Like people will make jokes about Eminem. Oh, he's the best, but like, what has he done in the past? Wait, why did? Am I still live? Wait, hang on. My TV went out. I mean, yeah, it's still charged. That was weird. I mean, the TV is pretty old, like, so it might be needing to get replaced soon. But yeah, okay, that was weird. Yeah, the TV is fairly old, so like I've been expecting that I had to replace it. Like I'm not gonna replace it until it straight up dies on me, and I'm gonna get another Sony TV just like it because it's lasted so long. Like I'm told that Sony has like really long lasting TVs. So yeah, I think I am gonna stick with the brand. I was considering like an Amazon Fire TV, but like those are like smart TVs. I think I am gonna avoid like smart products going forward. They don't do a lot. Like I bought like an air purifier. Like I thought like the smart elements would like examine like what was in my air and shit like that. But like no, it doesn't do shit. Like all you do is like turn it on like through your phone, and like I'm sure it's like selling data to like companies or whatever. So And like it's not even as good as like the old one I had. So yeah, I think I am gonna get rid of it at some point. As soon as it breaks, I'll just get like a dumb one. Yeah, it's such a marketing buzzword, like smart and dumb. That's just like ridiculous. Like people just think like smart is better, but like that's not necessarily the case. Yeah, that's why like smart TVs are like cheaper by the way, is because they're like selling all your data. Uh I don't know. I think that's the issue. If you're like older and actually know how things work, like the propaganda doesn't really affect you much. If you're a kid, like that's when it like really fucks you up. Like again, like how old was Nick Recato when he saw American Beauty? Like this took me forever to figure out when I first did it. Like again, like Nick Recato's entire worldview was based off of this fucking movie. Like again, if he wasn't like a retard, like he would realize that like, oh wait a minute, real life isn't like this. But no, he really ruined his entire life trying to be like Kevin Spacey. It's just weird to think about, but yeah, it is like kind of harmful. Genuinely. I really think we could probably beat this tonight. Like before I end the stream. The game doesn't go on too much longer after Ridley, does it? No, you have to beat Mother Brain. And then you have to go through the ship. Man, I remember playing like the Zero Suit section and like demo stations back in the day, and was just blown away by it. Like, wow. So this is what Samus is like outside the suit. Yeah, I've seen like idiots like Sean Malmstrom complain about the. Oh, I don't remember this. Yeah, I remember this fight, but I don't remember this like turtle here. Did I just wall jump the same wall twice? Yeah, check this out. You have to like come back. So Ridley doesn't drop down until you enter his lair, apparently, according to this game. Yeah, I think the rep ship from Super is supposed to be this thing. Weirdly enough. I don't understand why Ridley is like. How does he get down here so quickly? Whatever. I'm looking at like I'm trying to look at mission objectives like you do in Fusion, but no, that's not how this works. Yeah, it says way less dialogue than Fusion does. Yeah, this is a weird area because like you just come down here, come back up, and then it's gone. Oh, can you go to the right here? Yeah, I think I am gonna like stop soon. I'm ready to play something else. I could beat it. Like I've played this game like in a single sitting several times, but like, um, it's easier than Super to do, honestly. There's not a lot of backtracking in this game either. Get him? Yeah, we keep running out of missiles. We don't even have super missiles yet, do we? Yeah, it was this in Final Fantasy VI that I would always play on like long car ride back in the day. Those were the days, man. I guess nothing's really changed, but yeah, I'll love this stuff forever. Got him. Oh, it's a super missile. Okay. I was just thinking that, like, oh wow, we still haven't gotten the super missiles. Okay. Yeah, I think now's a good time to stop. Save the game and play something else. Yeah, we'll beat it tomorrow night. Well, tonight, probably. How big is Ridley? Yeah, it's not that big of an area, is it? Yeah, we'll beat Ridley tomorrow and okay. Where were we in A Link to the Past? Oh yeah, we never actually yeah, we didn't actually yeah, we someone wanted to play Four Sword multiplayer. We never actually beat the wizard, so yeah, we actually have a critical thing to do in this classic. Oh wow. You will now shoot out sword beams. Your life meter is full on four swords. Okay. So do you unlock more features as you proceed through the game? That's interesting. I don't know why people are complaining about like the re-releases because you've always got them. Like, who did you know growing up who complained about this getting re-released? Like, who cares? Like, oh no, that game's old. Well, people don't own it. Like, what's the big deal? It's like a classic now. So, like, why not re-release it? Like, again, like the issue with remakes and remasters from other corporations is that they don't have anything else, and Nintendo does. Even though you cope about it. I'm so upset about that. I'm so tired of hearing that like justification for why people are upset about Nintendo Directs. Like, oh, it's the same thing we've got. Yeah, come on. I actually found that old like, well, it's not that old, but like I found that old fanfic I wrote about this game, and I posted it on my AO3. Yeah, when did I write that? That was years and years ago. I always want to like do A Link to the Past for some reason, like every single fucking time. It's like I wanted to add more variety, but I always keep like doing this or Ocarina. To be fair, those are the games I'm most attached to. But... Okay. Yeah, my viewership has been going on lately. I've been consistently getting like 10 viewers, which is nice. Thank you all for your support. I wish I could stream more. That'd be really cool. Like writing like near constantly and then streaming when I'm ready to take a break. And of course, I would like work out and do other things too. But I don't know, man. I really don't think I get. Hmm. Okay, there we go. Got it. Dude. I always hated how like the game never makes it clear whether you're talking to like Sarasala or Zelda. Like Zelda will often like tell you it's her, but I think there are times where Sarasala gives you like advice too. It's weird. He's such like he really should be like considered an iconic video game character, like Sarasala, but like he's just not. Like he's the mentor figure in one of the best games ever made. Like he should be our Obi-Wan, and yet like nobody cares about him. Like I don't think the character was brought up again until A Link Between Worlds came out, right? Like I get it. This game has a lot of interesting NPCs and lore that just gets forgotten by fans and by the developers. It's kind of a shame. I mean, I suppose the same thing is happening to Ocarina and like the that era of Zelda now. Like Fujibayashi doesn't care. I don't know. That's probably for the best not to get like locked down and like pointless lore, but again, that's how we got like stuff like Wind Waker and like Skyward Sword to begin with. But man, I remember when it felt like a big epic adventure to climb up this tower, but it's really not that big of a deal. Princess Zelda's final breath. Yeah, I think they changed his line. So they changed a lot of the uncle's lines, a lot of Agdaham's lines, but not a whole lot else. Like, what did he think was going to happen? Yeah, we're gonna have to play Link's Awakening again before. Yeah, we need to be playing like the Oracle games. I don't know why I still haven't. And I'm pretty pretty far into Oracle of Ages at this point. I'm not like it's not like I haven't played it, but it's weird that like I was eagerly anticipating those games for so long and then just didn't play them. I know it's kind of like they're kind of like Metroid Prime 2 in that respect, where I really love them, but like they're just not games I want to replay constantly. I mean, I feel like if you like know everything about those games, they would lose a lot of their appeal. I think because if you know where like the broken rings are, you'll be like if you know where every NPC is, like every step you have to take, it just takes away all the mystique and intrigue, which makes it like interesting. Oh shit, that was a Sith. I have a fairy, don't I? Yeah, too. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good at like telling when the Sith strike is coming, but is that what we're calling it now? The Sith strike? Uh, well met, hero. Why does he have that in quotation marks? Yeah, so they redid all like the critical story. So they redid a lot of the text, like critical story text, but I don't know what else they would have changed. That's really interesting. I guess it just goes to show you that like it's not unheard of for Nintendo to relocalize their games. Uh, like it's not a new thing. Yeah, that was the same as the original releases. You know, if the girls have magic powers because they're descended from the Seven Sages, well, first of all, wouldn't one of them be related to you? And second of all, why don't you have the crazy magical powers? That's what I want to know. Yeah, we need to play A Link Between Worlds again. It's been too long. That is like the remake I want on Switch next. Like, I think that'll be a really cool like end stage like Switch release. It's just like, yeah, just put out like A Link Between Worlds HD. Okay, this is where the bonus dungeon is. Palace of the Four Sword. The only true heroes can enter this. Yeah, so you have to like beat Four Swords in order to get through. And what do you get if you beat it? Like, I'm really curious. Yeah, so that's our. Yeah, that's actually why we're playing through this game now. Is that like I've been wanting to see what's in that dungeon for years, and I've never been able to figure out how to like exploit the game to get through it. Like you have to play through Four Swords. There's no way around it. Like I think there's some weird glitch you can do, but like it's not recommended. Are we really gonna go ahead and beat the Palace of Darkness? Like, this game is crazy. You can just like blast through it. It's great. It's insane how like how good of a pick up and play this game this is. What's the lore behind Kiki the monkey? Like, who is this asshole? Never give him anything. Yeah, it's pissed me off as a kid because I never had enough rubies. Yeah, when I saw that option, try to open it yourself, I really thought there was a way to do it. But no, there isn't. Like, you have to have Kiki do it for you. Yeah, I really should end the stream, but I fucking love Zelda, bro. That's a key, and yeah. So I think, yeah, I think when Retro Fusion is available, we're gonna just play through Four Swords together. Yeah, Four Swords is a lot more fun than I thought it would be, for sure. It's me, Zelda. I'm locked in Turtle Rock. That's crazy foreshadowing, but anyway. Yeah, remember when Turtle Rock was a thing? Like, that's where, like, that was a thing in, like, the original Zelda 2, wasn't it? That was, like, the level before Death Mountain, I think. Yeah, this game has, like, so much iconography from, like, the first game that just gets dropped. Like, a lot of the dungeon names and stuff like that. And then, like, meanwhile, Ocarina of Time, like, reuses, like, the town names from Zelda 2 as, like, the names of the sages, which doesn't make any sense at all. Like, that never made any sense to me. Like, Saria Town, Rudo Town, like, huh? Like, Laboru, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, that always drove me nuts. I just did not understand. It took me way too long to figure out that there was, like, a fairy fountain here. Like, I had no idea until just recently. Hang on. Oh, we don't need them. Okay. Yeah, I might not stream tomorrow night because I need to get that like audiobook produced like immediately. Like I'm not gonna like half-ass it. Like it's gonna get done and I'm gonna release it and I'm gonna celebrate by producing another audiobook, which hopefully I can get started on immediately. I'd like to get like Eye of the Dragon released next month, but I don't know. It's gonna be a while. Yeah. So the what I'm gonna do is like it's gonna be Cruel and Beautiful, Eye of the Dragon, Rabbit Hole, and then Jaw of the Dragon, and then American Evil. Like I don't want to adapt Lauren Frey yet because I've made the decision to do a part 2 for it. So what that means is that like I'm just gonna update the original manuscript so like it's a complete story. Like I'm not gonna release a sequel like I originally was going to. Like I was originally going to release like 3 sequels, but like I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's a story worth that. Like I feel like having endless sequels just bogs down like what I'm trying to accomplish creatively. So. Yeah, so I'm trying to be a bit like yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, it's really easy to get lost here. But I've done this so many times. Like I remember like doing this like at one point and not being able to figure out where the big key was and just being stuck for like forever. It's a really good like difficulty spike, I think. I know Nintendo Power ranked this as like one of the best Zelda dungeons ever, and I don't think I disagree. I like the Forest Temple more for sure. Like, maybe not. Yeah, I don't think I like it more. I love the music and the vibe. Like, that's definitely something Ocarina has over this. It has a lot more personality. Like, people like to say it doesn't, but, oops, the fuck? Oh, it's like, oh, it's A and then, okay. Like, this game does feel like generic fantasy in a lot of respects, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think, like, I get so clever with this that I completely forget to like do certain things. I've gotten to the point where like I just straight up like ignore certain doors because you don't need them. Like, see, there's a locked door down here. Oops. Is it down here? Like, it's just easier to get the hammer, like, warp back, and then just, like, go back. Like, beeping is so annoying. Okay. Beep, beep, beep that. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Yeah, we better get going. So addicted to this game now. Like, I feel like after this first dungeon, the game gets a lot easier. Like, I feel like this dungeon's way harder than, like, 2, 3, or 4. Like 5 is a massive spike, but yeah, I think 2, 3, and 4 are kind of jokes. I've kind of always felt that way. Oops. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so you gotta come back. Oops. I pressed the A button instead of the actual attack button. Okay. And I can't wait till Echoes of Wisdom. We have a good Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, 26. Yeah, it's like 3 months away. Which I think a lot of people aren't like really appreciating that it's coming out so soon. But yeah, we're getting Echoes of Wisdom. About 16 months after Tears of the Kingdom. Yep. Oh, I don't even have the flippers yet. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get them. Yeah, I usually like getting them before I remember like struggling with this like growing up, and that's the solution. Okay. Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that one. I don't know. I think I'm looking forward to Brothership more. I don't know, man. Like I played a good Zelda game last year, right? So I'm not sure how excited I am about like playing another one so soon. But like Brothership is like I haven't played a Mario and Luigi game in like a decade. So yeah, that's kind of a big deal for me. Um, so unfortunately, I think I'm way more excited for Brothership right now over Echoes, which is unfortunate because Echoes looks great. It's everything I would have wanted from a Zelda game, but you know, a Zelda game. We keep calling it that, a Zelda game. We call it like Showtime a Peach game, so I guess it makes sense, but like at the same time it doesn't, considering this is Zelda we're talking about. But so yeah, the Helmasaur King is like one of my favorite bosses in anything ever. It's like so cool. I remember seeing this growing up and like just thinking it was just this mind blowing thing. Like, it's such an upgrade over like the first couple of bosses. Is it in A Link Between Worlds? Yeah, it's been so long since I played A Link Between Worlds, I can't remember any of the bosses. Yeah, I love this thing and like the design, the tail, and the sprite work. It's just so good. It's not an easy fight either. Yeah, it's just the one boss I tend to struggle with. Just because you don't have like all the stuff you have later. Like just having like a third bottle. Yep, there we go. Did they make this boss easier? I swear it takes a couple more hits in the Super Nintendo version, but alright. I was not expecting to beat this guy tonight, but man, this is like pure unadulterated Kino. Yeah, the text disappears differently than it does in Alex Pass. Okay, so why aren't the thieves relevant antagonists then? Yeah, I think the scroll is more interesting. Yeah, I think they did redo this one too. I will return to my original form at that time. Ding! Yeah, I never understood why this is like basically the only Zelda game where you like rescue a bunch of girls. Yeah, I Link Between Worlds, you have like a variety of characters. I think Four Swords Adventure is how you do it too. Yeah, Four Swords Adventures takes a lot of influence from those. Like a lot. I don't know. I really want to play that game again and see like the how the story plays out because they do some really weird things with it. Like you have like Knights of Hyrule that you have to fight or something. Like I barely remember any of it. And they reuse like the Helm King from Wind Waker, the bird, right? I don't know, man. Like I kind of miss like the mid 2000s like era of just reusing characters that way. Like I love the implication that like more people were being reincarnated other than like in Zelda, but like they haven't done that in a long time. I suppose because like it seemed kind of lazy, but like yeah, I personally really love that, especially in like Majora's Mask, where it's like really cleverly used. I don't know, man. I was always disappointed with how Twilight Princess didn't have any reoccurring characters at all. Like, what do you mean there's no Malin? Like, who's this Ilia chick? Like, I'm very fond of Ilia, but like, I don't know, man. Imagine like the same fucking character, but it's Malin. Like, wouldn't that be like be a lot more of an impact? Like, people complain about like Ilia not having like much of a role, but I think I forgot to get the mushroom. I hate the fact they replaced my girl, my waifu, with a generic maple sprite. Like, I'm so upset by that. Like, I get this. I get the people that made this like worked on the Oracle games, but like that really irritates me. That's one of those things where I'm just like, what are they doing to my girl? Like they probably assume nobody cares. I care. Okay, like I love the Witch Shop girl. So don't do this to me, bro. Yeah, she's like my waifu in this game. Like you don't know anything about the Seven Maidens. Like the Witch Shop girl is just sitting there, but she's like always willing to give you like red potion. Like you need to wife her up for that. Like come on. Yeah, I always preferred going to her over like Great Fairies, which is why I'm so attached to her. But I was so happy that like they built on the character with A Link Between Worlds, like in the best possible way. That's another thing A Link Between Worlds does better in this is that like the characters actually have like a place in the setting, so like it doesn't feel like they don't actually exist, you know. And like Irene is like the best out of all of them. Like she actually gives you like rides herself for like the first part of the game. That's like insane to me. And then when you realize that like yeah, when you like call for her the first time you come back and like she doesn't show up, it's like a heart-wrenching thing. Like no. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Irene. Yeah, who are all the sages in that game? Like, I think Irene's the most prominent. Like, was she my favorite? I think she was, but yeah, it's been way too long since I played Link Between Worlds. Yeah, it's pretty late. I better call it quits. I'm having so much fun though. Oops. Don't drop it again. And she's like so strict with you when it's like something she doesn't want to upgrade or can upgrade. Like, I remember as a kid just throwing everything in there to see what gets upgraded. It's not obvious like what you're supposed to do. You can get like green potion this way too. But like there's not a whole lot you can upgrade. Like you have like the shield and the boomerang, and I think that's it from this one. But this is also how you get the silver arrows at the end, so I'm definitely yeah, next Zelda game. We're getting the next Zelda game. Well, I don't know. Can we consider Zelda like Echoes of Wisdom a spin-off because it's not like a traditional Zelda game? I don't personally think of it as one, but I can definitely see the argument being made. Yeah, I don't see it as one. Let's make that clear right now. I think Echoes of Wisdom is the main line. So yeah, like the next 3D Zelda, what's that gonna be like? That's like my big thing right now. Like, how are they gonna top Breath of the Wild? Because like the Pretendos aren't gonna be able to do what they did last time with Tears of the Kingdom and like complain about like the reused assets. Like it's gonna be like a new game. So I don't know, man. The fact that Tears of the Kingdom was reused and they still had to like they still got like a higher Metacritic score than Baldur's Gate 3 is just amazing. Really just goes to show you how much more popular that game was than that crap. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get to the palace and then palace. What am I talking about? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna beat it this weekend. I'll beat it next weekend. The Zero Mission I'm gonna try to beat, but yeah, I'm ready to call it quits. I wish I could stream all day, but um, it's light out now. I gotta get to bed. I gotta get up tomorrow and go out. It's just it sucks, but it is what it is. I don't have to work tomorrow, but it's like, eh. Oh, I didn't get the fairies. Ah, I forgot about the fairies. Shit. I guess we can go back and get them real quick. Yeah, I guess we can get like reload the fairies and then just stop. Yeah, it's a masterpiece of a game. This isn't the best version or anything. There's plenty wrong with it, but I don't think it's as bad as Super Mario Advance 3. Like, it doesn't add anything like offensively bad. I don't know. It's not the worst port. Yeah, they spell fairy differently in this one. Oh, yep. Okay. Is that all we want to play today? Zero Mission. Wow. Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Circuit, Kirin. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see if they ever release like any really good like Game Boy games or, like that I've never played before. There's definitely like there has to be something out there that I've never tried. I mean, I guess like Turok is like the the example of that. Perfect Dark too, but like right now, yeah, I definitely want to. I love video games, man. So until next time, thank you.